There's something wrong with Liberty City. Not in the obvious way, not because of explosions, chaos, or crime. That is expected. That is normal for Grand Theft Auto. What makes GTA 3 feel unsettling is something much quieter. It is the silence. The city does not feel alive in the same way later games do. It feels abandoned, cold, and just a little too empty. The streets are busy enough to remind you that people are there, but somehow the whole world still feels hollow, like you are wandering through a place that has already forgotten you. And at the center of that feeling is Claude. He does not talk, he does not explain himself, he does not react. He just moves through the city like a shadow with a mission. And because he never speaks, the world around him starts to feel even stranger. GTA 3 is not a horror game. Liberty City is packed with people, traffic, noise, and movement, but the game somehow makes it feel empty. That is the strange trick GTA 3 pulls off so well. The city is always active, but it never feels warm. There's no comfort in it. No place that feels safe for long. Every district has the same cold energy, like it was built to keep you moving instead of making you stay. The sidewalks feel underpopulated. The roads feel wide and unforgiving. Even when there are cars and pedestrians everywhere, there is still this lingering sense that you are alone inside a machine that doesn't care if you survive it. And because the world is so limited, your mind fills in the gaps. You notice the silence between sounds, the long stretches of driving, the way the city seems to breathe only in fragments, a siren in the distance, a car door closing, a radio station fading in and out, then nothing again. That nothing matters. That nothing is where the unease lives. A lot of games can be dark, but GTA 3 is cold. That is the difference. The city is full of concrete, steel, fog, rain, and flat lighting that gives everything a drained, almost lifeless look. Liberty City does not glow. It does not invite you in. It feels like a place you are passing through, not living in. Even the brighter areas have a washed-out sadness to them. The colors are muted. The sky often feels heavy. The buildings feel boxed in and repetitive. You are always surrounded by hard edges, harsh surfaces, and streets that seem designed to trap you inside the same mood. There is no emotional softness in the environment, no visual safety net. Everything feels slightly hostile. That is what makes the game's atmosphere so memorable. It does not scare you with monsters or jump scares. It unsettles you with location alone. You are in a city that feels awake. GTA 3 becomes eerie because it understands a very specific kind of fear. Not the fear of something chasing you, the fear of being somewhere that feels wrong. That feeling is very close to horror, even if the game never labels itself that way. Liberty City often feels like a liminal space, a place between places, streets that go nowhere emotionally, buildings that look functional but soulless, nighttime drives that feel endless, zones that seem familiar at first, but somehow become uncomfortable the longer you stay in them. The game is full of this strange in-between energy. You are never fully safe, never fully settled, never fully at home. And because the world is so stripped down compared to later games, that emptiness becomes stronger in your imagination. Modern games often fill every corner with detail. GTA 3 leaves enough space for your mind to wander into the void. That is where the creepiness comes from, not from what the game shows you. Part of GTA 3's atmosphere came from limitation. The low draw distance, the simpler models, the fog, the compressed textures, the limited animation, all of it forced the city to feel distant and incomplete. And in that incompleteness, something fascinating happened. The game became more haunting. The fog hides the horizon. The low detail makes the buildings feel artificial. The rough edges make the city feel less like a place and more like a memory of a place. Modern games often try to simulate reality. GTA 3 accidentally created mood. It is one of those rare cases where technical limitation became artistic identity. The city was not just a setting. That is why GTA 3 still feels so unique. It is not just remembered as the game that changed open-world design. It is remembered because it captured a kind of loneliness that most games never even try to touch. Liberty City feels eerie because it is busy but empty, alive but cold, loud but emotionally silent. And Claude, with his total silence, becomes the perfect character for that world. He does not interrupt the atmosphere, he becomes part of it. So when people remember GTA 3, they do not just remember missions, cars, or chaos. They remember the feeling of being alone inside a city that never really felt safe. And maybe that is why the game still lingers, because somewhere beneath the action, beneath the crime, beneath the chaos, GTA 3 was always telling a quieter story. A story about silence, about distance, about a city that feels like it's watching you back. A story about silence, about distance, about a city that feels like it's watching you back.